Hello Facebook friends, and happy Friday, and welcome to the last day of our challenge. I have loved this challenge so much. As I mentioned in previous days, this challenge means a lot to me personally. It is work that I continue to do, that I continue to need support on. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up and being a part of the journey with me. And I did get some feedback yesterday from somebody that has been interested in the challenge but has not found the time, has been so busy that it's been difficult to get started. And if you are feeling like this person, if you're feeling like you just haven't made the time, you haven't found the time, your mind has been too busy to even begin, then I would suggest you to pick a day or pick a date and commit to starting. So it's never too late. And remember that if you take the time now to do this difficult and uncomfortable work, you're really saving time for yourself in the end, right? So if we can break through our anxiety now and live many more years and months without our anxiety and living in a sense of calm and peace, we are truly giving ourselves the biggest gift that we can. So do not feel any shame, do not feel any pressure to get started. Or if you are behind, you're not behind, you are where you are. And so please just remember that and work as non-judgmentally as you can. If you continue to work through the challenge at your own pace and you have questions, again, just private message me or make a comment in the post that you're working through, and I will be there for you. I will be there to support. So on today, day 5, I shared with you the practice of developing or creating mantras. And this is something that I learned I've just in my yoga career. I think that as a yoga practitioner for these past 9 years, mantras are something that various teachers have introduced, and I've even I go in series of enjoying listening to mantra music or chanting music, and I can find this repetition very centering, and it helps me focus a great deal. So the practice of making a mantra, I did this just earlier this year in January in a trauma-informed yoga training where we developed our own mantras. And the suggestion here was to develop a mantra or a saying that's about 4 beats long. Hi Tim, glad you're here. So about 4 beats long, and the purpose of the 4-beat recommendation is just that it's easier to remember, it can flow a little easier, and if it's easier to remember, we're more likely to use it, right? Hi Alexis, thanks for jumping on. So I'm talking about today's day 5 challenge in Beyond Anxiety, Pathways to Calm. And one major pathway that I'm suggesting for you all today is to create a mantra. And mantras we just use on repeat, so we say them multiple times in a row, calmly, slowly, while breathing, and we might even introduce an aspect of visualization. So as we develop or create our mantras today, we're aiming to create a mantra of about 4 beats. So an example that I had suggested takes me back to New Mexico, and the desert is a place that I just feel so grounded, so at ease, and just a great sense of calm. So this is what I used as my inspiration, and I said, desert, rain, fresh air. Because when I say that, I literally can smell the desert. Like, if anyone knows the creosote, the way this plant smells, it kind of smells like the desert rain, and it's just so fresh and sandy, and yeah, just talking about it, it brings me joy and calm. And so this is a mantra that I'm going to be using in this next month. I'm committing to using it, and anytime I feel the sense of anxiety coming up and I rate it, I recognize it, I'm going to use this mantra to bring me back to a sense of calm. And one thing I really wanted to talk about today, since it is the last day of our challenge, this challenge has been dedicated to you all as the parents. And every single step that we worked on this week, every activity is reproducible for you to share with your children, and to use any of the activities to actually teach your child some new strategies for their pathways to calm. And, you know, sometimes when we take the role of teacher with our children, it can be really challenging. So I also invite you to use the materials, especially if you have an older child that is a reader, especially if you have a tween or a teen. They can watch my videos with you. They can read the text of my posts with you. And I welcome you to share everything that you learned this week with your partners, with your children, with your friends. And I see that, Tim, you just shared your mantra. It's so awesome. Green, rain, mist, life. Ooh, that does sound life-giving. Mist and green and life. Like, oh, I love it. I love it. It's life-giving. The rain helps us grow, and we need some rain here. My yard is not as alive as I would like, so hoping for some rain. So please share below how this challenge has been for you. Share any questions you have. And please reach out to me if you would like to introduce this to your child and you want some support on that. I am here for you, and I would love to meet your child. I would love to help you and help your child create new pathways to calm as well. Remember that the ways that our anxiety impacts us, the way that we're behaving, if we're in that cycle and that drive of anxiety and overwhelm, that's the way that we're modeling for our children and for the people around us. So again, I really suggest that you introduce this challenge with your family, and I'd love to hear how it goes. So comment below and contact me with any questions. And you guys all have an awesome, awesome weekend. I know that weekends can be quiet around here, but I'm available, so just be in touch. Okay, thanks so much. Thanks for being here, Tim, and everyone have a great weekend.